Hi, I'm Heather North from heatherscreativeblessings.com. It is time for me to set up my 2017 bullet journal planner, so I thought I would turn on the camera and let you see the process with me. My first step is, this is the last page in my book, it's my pen test page, and I decided that instead of counting every time I needed to figure out how many squares there were, spaces there were, I would just count once and write down the number in the very back page. Like I said, this is my pen test page, but I wrote down the number of boxes and then the halfway points. I didn't even have to do math next time. I'm using a Leuchtturm 1917 B5 bullet journal. My first page after the index, the table of contents that's already pre-printed on there, is to do my year at a glance. So I just made a little bit of a banner, and I like to use pencil first and then come in with my pen. As I said earlier, this is my pen test page, so I'm just testing the different colors on this planner and seeing the bleed through on the back, and then I can come back in and write over what I did before. I ended up going with the Le Pen. I'll have a link down below to the products that I used when I can find a link for them for you. For this page, I'm going to do all the months in the year, and then underneath each month I'll leave a few spaces so that I can write in birthdays and anniversaries and important dates to remember. Getting started in a new planner can be the hardest part, that fear of making a mistake. So I just made a bunch of mistakes on my first page. Oh man, the Tombow Mono mini corrector pen is my best friend. I use it a lot here. You'll see in just a second. When I was filling out the month, the first month, which is January, I actually looked at a 2016 calendar, so I had the dates wrong. I had to use my corrector pen to get them all whited out again. There's another mistake. Like I said, that little corrector tape is my best friend, but once I got going here on the correct year, it went pretty fast. My last step on any page is just to take a white eraser and erase all of my pencil marks. The next 3 pages are going to be another year at a glance. Now you could choose one or the other and combine these, but I just found this way works best for me. The first year at a glance is just for birthdays and anniversaries and dates like that. I'm a card maker, and I try and send birthday cards and things to my family. And it's important for me to do that, so I have a page just dedicated to that in the front. Also, just to refer back to really quickly to see what day the month starts on when I'm filling out my planner later on. But this here is more for the appointments, the meetings, the due dates, deadlines, weddings, graduations, wrestling matches, games, things like that. So this is more of, I would think of appointments, appointment reminder. So I divide each page into 4. I'll do 4 months, and I'll do a little mini calendar here. This part probably isn't necessary, but I have also started highlighting the different dates of the month when I have something going on, so that I can just at a glance kind of see what dates I really need to focus on. Each month is separated by dashes and dots, and then I'm just going to go ahead and fill in all of these months. I didn't record the next page, but on the next page is going to be my 2018 at a glance. It'll look just like 2017, but with the correct dates, so that I can put future things that come up for 2018, like dentist appointments and well, anything. After that, I'm going to move into my monthlies. I'm going to do 6 months in this first portion here. I'll probably need another bullet journal after this, but if not, if I change up how I do things and don't use as much, I can always do another 6 months or however many I need later on. So each of these 6 months is going to be basically the same. I put washi tape at the top and the bottom. I'm just lining them up with the dots that are already on the grid paper. Now I'm just going to pencil out the month. This one, the boxes were 8 by 8. When I needed 6 weeks, I did 7 by 7, I believe. And of course I forgot to look and see when the month ended, so I had to use my correction tape again, my best friend, to cover up my mistake. Now what I like to do for the month, the days of the month, is to use a gray highlighter. It's made by Zebra. Like I said, I'll have links down below for you. I like this because I can easily see the date, but I can also write over it and see the important thing that's going on that date very clearly. I'm going to be doing some stamping. I've started doing stamping towards the end of 2016 in my planner, and I really like it. So what I use to clean my stamps is that little absorber I showed you. Basically, you just get it wet and wring it out. It's the best thing I have found to clean my stamps. And then I'm going to take the sophisticated script, and I think it's sophisticated script uppercase. These are both by Concord and Knife. And I'm going to write out January and stamp it. The great thing about these is you can overlap the stamps and it looks like a beautiful scripty cursive. I like to keep them on a clear block so that I don't lose any of them. And I'm just showing you how to open. This is a Stampin' Up ink pad. You basically just push it and then you can slide it and flip it over. Then you've got the ink pad on top, and then you pull it just a little bit and then you can slide it closed. When stamping with a new stamp set, especially these clear photopolymer, it's important to stamp off on a piece of scrap paper just to make sure it's stamping well, and I'm cleaning it in between. This gets any residue that might be remaining from the stamp making process. I was going to use the little leaves that are included in this and decided, ooh, it's January. It's supposed to be cold and snowing a lot here this year, so I went and grabbed some snowflakes. This is from Whimsy. I don't know the name of the stamp set, but I'll make sure and put it down below. And then I'm using 2 different shades of pink from My Favorite Things. I decided that January needed a little something, so I grabbed the leaf stamp, and I'm going to do some stamping off. So you ink it up, stamp it off on your scrap paper, and then stamp it onto the planner without re-inking it. And this gives it just a lighter shade of the same color. And then I added some more snowflakes on the side and on the bottom just to kind of finish this off. I think that side panel of my month, I'm just going to be writing either the goals for the month or some of the more important dates to just have another reference of what's going on. And then I'm grabbing some planner stamps. These are from My Favorite Things. I did a little tooth and dentist. I've got a dentist appointment. I'm pretty sure it's me, but it might be the boys. I was the boys. Anyways, one of us has a dentist appointment in January. And then I stamped a little, I think it's a little present for the birthdays. Here I'm looking at my son's wrestling schedule. I only have a few dates. I need to get an updated wrestling schedule. But I use these little wrestling shoes, again from My Favorite Things, to stamp out the days of his meets. My next set of pages is for my bills. This worked so well for me last year that I am carrying it on this year. I'm dividing my page in half, again with dashes and dots, and this will end up taking 3 full pages. And then I'm going to take these stamps. They're from Concord and 9th, and they're called All Year Long. And they've got the same script as that sophisticated script that I was using before. But this has the months completely filled out. I was so excited when I found this. I didn't have it when I first started doing the planner. I put the planner making on hold while I waited for these stamps to come in. So I stamped the month. This is January. I'm going to start at the bottom. There's 31 days in January, and I'm going to go 31 all the way up in reverse order to 1. And then I'm going to put little boxes by the dates that a bill is due and write the bill. And then once I pay it, I can check off that box. Now, if it's something that needs to be paid off in a certain time period, like those no interest cards, then I will also put how much needs to be paid each month in order to pay it off before its due date. My next page is my waiting on page, and this is where I keep track of anything I'm waiting to either be shipped to me or that I'm waiting for somebody else to receive that I've shipped out. So this is where, when I find out the new stamp of approval is coming to me or something else I'm designing for, I'm going to mark it down, and when it comes in I can mark it off. If I order something like this planner stamp set that I just showed you, I'll also have that on there and where I'm getting it from. The next set of pages I'm not going to include in this video because it's already getting pretty long, and some of those pages are for things that have not been released yet or that I can't really talk about yet. So I'm just going to skip ahead to my weeklies, but I used some post-it notes to just hold my place. Are you surprised? I love my post-it notes. I have to have them in every bullet journal. I have them all over my desk too. Okay, back to my weeklies. So I'm using that same all year long stamp set to stamp out January, and then I'm going to stamp out the numbers from Mama Elephant. I think it's called Bella Letters. Like I said several times already, I'll have a supply list down below for you. If I forget something, just leave a comment and I will look it up for you. I'm using the same colors of ink and washi tape that I used before. I really, really love them. It's my favorite color right now. So I figured, why not use it for all the pages instead of trying to make them different each month. This section up here, this will be, I'll talk about it in just a minute, but I basically boxed off some lines, and then I'm using the other washi tape, that skinny one, underneath it. And I might change. Last week I used 7 boxes. This time I only used 5. One of the things that's great about a bullet journal planner is that you can change it every month, or every week, or every day even. One of the downsides of this is that you do have to fill it out every week, that you want a weekly planner. So what I'm doing here is boxes. I think they're each 7 wide. The top part is 5 boxes, the bottom is 4. The top part will be for my family stuff, and the bottom boxes are for my blog. And then I also did a set of 7 boxes there at the end that are for meal planning. Now these boxes up here, you can see stamping out goals and let's do this. This is for things that I want to accomplish this week that might not be date specific, The box to the left of that will be for date-specific things. If there is something going on that needs to be done by a certain date, I'll put it in that left box. And then the stamps, I actually found stamps that said blog and family, so I use those, and then to do. So underneath here, this area is just going to be basic to-dos, breaking down what I need to do for the week. I think I'm going to use this for a week and see how I like this, because this has a slight variation to what I've been doing. And then if I do like it, I'll fill out the rest of the weeks for this month. And that's my bullet journal planner for January, my new setup for 2017. Hopefully this inspires you to start your own bullet journal planner, no matter where it is started, in whatever month you're watching this, whatever time you're watching this, and have fun customizing it and making it work for you. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you want more of these bullet journal planners or other planner videos, check out my planner playlist on YouTube. I have more pictures over on my blog, so check out today's blog post if you want to see more close-ups and a full supply list. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!